This is a big film. It is epic, it is visually incredible. What made you want to take on such a feat? And Harrison, what made you want to return to outer space?
Well, I read the book as a kid and just always imagined, couldn't imagine it being a movie, and certainly never imagined being a part of bringing it to the screen. So for me, it was just a sort of a dream come true and an ambition to help be a part of this movie in any way that I could.
I saw some very ambitious people tackling complicated material. I saw a character that I could play that would help advance the theme of the movie, to whom I had an emotional relationship. And it was mostly the talented people involved, and the complication of it as well, because it is not always the case that the themes are so vital and crucial in a sci-fi context.
Talking of the very talented people who you had on board, obviously there's a whole host of young actors. How was it to work with them, especially Asa and Haley?
For me, it was an enormous pleasure. I mean, they are very talented, but they also have a great focus, understanding of the business, not confused by it, and they have a wonderful work ethic. Asa worked very, very hard and was very. He started out being very competent, and one of the attractions to me was the chance to work with this talented actor, no matter what his age. So it was a great experience for me.
In the film, Earth is this kind of verdant utopia. It's a very perfect place. It's worth fighting for. What would be your utopic planet? What would it look like, smell like? What would it be populated by?
Pizza.
Cooperation.
That too.
Equality, equal opportunity, lack of judgment, and
respect for the natural world.
Indeed, yeah.
And pizza.
And good food.
And pizza.
And good food.
I was going to say I like the contrast there between pizza and love for the natural world, equality, justice, but we've got good food in there as well, which is always important.
We want it all.
We want it all.
Yeah.
Tell us about creating the Enderverse. I've heard it called this. How did you imagine it would look, and how did you bring this to the screen?
Well, we have Digital Domain as producers on the movie as well. I think it's the first time that an effects company has been in that position on a film, and that was because we knew that the effects had to be, and the production design had to be so sophisticated. This is a book that's beloved, and it's hard to imagine some of the things in the book. The original battle room is actually sort of this dark box. And when thinking about how to bring that to the screen, it occurred to us that, to the production designers and to Gavin Hood, that maybe there's a way to really simulate like you're really in space. And so the idea of that battle school being this very realistic space station where the rest of it is rotating in such a way to simulate gravity, but the center itself is a place where you can look out at the stars and see Earth and see the moon and see the sun coming around and changing the lighting in there. When that was presented to us as a concept, we knew we were on the right track.
There are advances in technology now that mean that we are maybe going to be able to go to space in not too long. Would you take that opportunity if possible? And if so, which planet would you go to? Go to any?
I'd want to go to the one with life on it. I'd like to see I would like to see what life looked like in another place that would sustain life. Chemistry and biology, it certainly does make sense that there's life somewhere else.